Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the legendary world of classic television with a spotlight on M*A*S*S*H. This iconic series left a lasting impact, blending humor and heart against the backdrop of war. Join me as we revisit the cast and catch up on where they are in 2023. So, grab your seat and let's journey back into the timeless charm of M*A*S*H. Number 1, Loretta Swit, was born on November 4, 1937 in Passaic, New Jersey. While filming, she was at the stage of being 35 years old. And now in 2023, she is making the most of her life at 86 years old. Loretta Swit assumed the role of Hot Lips, the head nurse of the 4077th MASH unit, and she is known for her strict and by-the-book attitude. She is often at odds with the other doctors and nurses, especially Hawkeye Pierce and Trapper John McIntyre. However, she is also a capable nurse and a caring person, and she eventually develops friendships with the other members of the unit. Number 2, Mike Farrell, was born on February 6, 1939 in St. Paul, Minnesota. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 33. And now in 2023, he is making the most of his life at 84 years old. Mike Farrell portrayed the character B.J. Honeycutt, a talented surgeon who was known for his compassion and his ability to keep his cool under pressure. He was also a bit of a ladies' man and a prankster. B.J. served in the Korean War for 3 years, and he was eventually promoted to captain. He was one of the most respected surgeons at the 4077th, and he was often called upon to perform difficult and dangerous procedures. Number 3, Larry Linville, was born on September 29, 1939. While filming, he was at the stage of being 33 years old. It is with great sadness that we announce his passing in 2000 at the age of 61 in New York City. Larry Linville assumed the role of Frank Burns, a major in the U.S. Army Medical Corps and the second-in-command of the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital during the Korean War. Burns was a highly religious and conservative man who was often at odds with the other surgeons at the 4077th. He was also a bit of a coward, and was often seen cowering in fear during air raids. Number 4, William Christopher, was born on October 20, 1932. He had reached the age of 40 when he participated in the filming. It is with great sadness that we announce his passing in 2016 at the age of 84 in Pasadena, California. According to his son John Christopher, the actor died as the result of non-small cell carcinoma, lung cancer. He had been diagnosed with cancer about 18 months earlier, according to his New York-based agent Robert Malcolm. William Christopher portrayed the character Father Francis Mulcahy, the Roman Catholic chaplain of the 4077th MAS*H unit during the Korean War. Mulcahy was a kind and compassionate man who was always willing to help others. He was also a talented musician and singer, and he often played the piano or guitar to entertain the troops. He played an important role in helping the doctors and nurses cope with the stress of war. He was also a source of comfort to the wounded soldiers, and he helped many of them find peace and closure. Number 5, Kelly Nakahara, was born on January 16, 1948. She was 24 years of age when the filming happened. It is with great sadness that we announce her passing in 2020 at the age of 72 in Pasadena, California. Nakahara died from cancer at her home. Kelly Nakahara assumed the role of Kelly Yamato, a first lieutenant and nurse at the 4077th MASH during the Korean War. Yamato was part Chinese and part Hawaiian, and she was born and raised in Honolulu. She was often outspoken about racial issues, and she frequently took offense at any racial slurs or cultural slights leveled by anyone. Yamato was a skilled and dedicated nurse, and she was well respected by her fellow nurses and doctors. She was also a compassionate and caring person, and she was always willing to go the extra mile to help her patients. Number 6, Wayne Rogers, was born on April 7, 1933. He had reached the age of 39 when he participated in the filming. it is with great sadness that we announce his passing in 2015 at the age of 82 in Los Angeles, California. Rogers died from complications of pneumonia. Wayne Rogers assumed the role of Trapper John, a skilled surgeon and a talented musician. He is also a bit of a maverick, and he often chafes at the rules and regulations of the military. He is best friends with Hawkeye Pierce, and the two of them are known for their pranks and their wisecracks. Number 7, Gary Berghoff, was born on May 24, 1943 in Bristol, Connecticut. While filming, he was at the stage of being 29 years old. And now in 2023 he is living out the life at age of 80. Gary Berghoff played the character Radar O'Reilly, the unit's youngest and most innocent member, and he was often the voice of reason and compassion. He was also a skilled mechanic and radio operator, and he was often responsible for keeping the camp running smoothly. Radar was a kind and gentle soul, and he was always willing to help others. Number 8, Harry Morgan, was born on April 10, 1915, when the filming took place. He was at the age of 57. Sadly, in 2011, he passed away at age of 96 in Los Angeles, California. Harry Morgan portrayed the character Sherman T. Potter, the commanding officer of the 4077th MASH unit during the Korean War. He was a strict but fair leader who was respected by his fellow officers and enlisted men. He was a man of great strength and integrity who was able to balance the demands of being a military officer with the need to provide care for the wounded. Number 9, Jamie Farr, was born on July 1, 1934 in Toledo, Ohio. When the filming took place, he was at the age of 38. And now in 2023 he is living out the life at age of 89. Jamie Farr portrayed the character Maxwell Q. Klinger, a corporal in the U.S. Army who was assigned to the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital during the Korean War. He was a cross-dressing former file clerk who was constantly trying to get himself discharged from the Army by pretending to be insane. He would wear dresses, makeup, and high heels, and he would often act in a ditzy and flamboyant way. Klinger's antics were often a source of comic relief in the show, but he also had a more serious side. He was a loyal friend and a valuable member of the 4077th, and he often showed great courage and compassion. Number 10, David Ogden Stiers, was born on October 31, 1942 in Peoria, Illinois. When the filming took place, he was at the age of 30. Sadly, in 2018, he passed away at age of 76 in Newport, Oregon. Stiers never married, and died at his home from complications related to bladder cancer. David Ogden Stiers portrayed the character Charles Winchester, a Harvard-educated surgeon who was transferred to the 4077th MASH unit from the 8077th MASH unit. Winchester was a complex character. He was arrogant, elitist, and often condescending, but he was also brilliant, talented, and dedicated to his patients. He had a sharp wit and a dry sense of humor, and he often clashed with the other doctors at the 4077th, particularly Hawkeye Pierce. And there you have it, our glimpse into the incredible world. Thank you for joining me on this nostalgic adventure. If you love this journey down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, take care and keep the TV classics alive.